I love making personal advent calendars for people. I like the idea of giving a surprise for 24 days in a row rather than dumping all the surprises into just one 24-hour period. Anyone who partakes of advent calendars probably has their calendar up and running by the time of this fun fact, which was presented on the show December 7th. And this week in space news, there has been something fun to discover every single day, truly a space advent adventure. Day 1 involves another giant leap. NASA's history-making Artemis II mission to the far side of the moon will launch pilot Victor Glover and 3 other astronauts some 30,000 miles farther from Earth than any person has gone before. Photographer Micaiah Carter took this picture of Glover as he trains for the unprecedented 10-day journey. After several setbacks, there is a new but unconfirmed launch date of sometime February 2026, which is just around the corner. This awesome photo was featured in the December issue of the National Geographic. Look closely at this next photograph, also from the National Geographic, but from their magazine website. Can you find the human? Quite a few years ago, a fun fact discussed this beyond imagination construction of what could be and is sometimes called a stellarator. Wearing a spotless white lab suit with matching shoes and gloves, National Geographic explorer Paolo Verzone squeezed through an opening barely wider than his body to gain a rare vantage point inside the Wendelstein 7X, a stellarator, if you will. Visiting the Max Planck Institute for Plasma Physics in Greifswald, Germany, on a November maintenance day, Verzone described the sensation as, quote, entering into a star. The torus-shaped chamber where Verzone stood is filled with plasma when the device runs, a superheated electrically charged gas warmed to tens of millions of degrees Celsius. Surrounding superconducting magnets are chilled to roughly minus 269 Celsius, which is close to absolute zero, creating an extreme temperature contrast that allows researchers to confine and study the plasma. And for a record-breaking 43 seconds, this device was the hottest entity in the entire solar system, including the sun's center. That's hard to imagine. The goal, which has yet to be reached, is to trigger nuclear fusion. Lightweight atoms such as hydrogen combine under intense heat and pressure to form heavier atoms and release energy. The same fundamental process that powers the sun. If harnessed, fusion could provide large quantities of low-emission electricity. Day 3 of this Advent calendar involved the release of the Planetary Society's various category winners. This photo of the Virgo cluster from the Vera C. Rubin Observatory, which we featured in a previous fun fact, was chosen as the best of the best by all who voted. Then, released on December 2nd, but not discovered by moi until December 4th, was this. Recent analysis of the samples of asteroid Bennu delivered to Earth by NASA's OSIRIS-REx spacecraft have found signs of sugars essential for biology, a gum-like substance not seen before in astromaterials, and an unexpectedly high abundance of dust produced by supernova explosions. That news is just about one of the most exciting Christmas surprises an astrobiologist could hope for. Day 5 is for meteorite enthusiasts. NASA's Perseverance rover has spotted an unusually shaped rock that differs from the surrounding rock. Further investigation revealed it to be rich in iron and nickel, suggesting it may be a meteorite originating from an asteroid core. If confirmed, this would be Perseverance's first meteorite find since landing in 2021. Day 6 and 7 are bundled together because there is so much to this amazing website. This was sent to me by my brother Rupert. Aurorasaurus is a participatory science project that uses volunteer reports to generate a real-time global map of the northern and southern lights. Each report serves as a valuable data point for scientists to analyze and incorporate into space weather models. Aurorasaurus was created by heliophysicist Dr. Elizabeth McDonald, and the co-PI is Dr. Matthew Heavener of the New Mexico Consortium. The project is supported by a small team, as well as the Aurorasaurus Ambassador Network, early career group, and many volunteers. This is a great website, and they even have their own wish list. Check it out. While all reports to Aurorasaurus make a difference, prolific aurora chasers often ask us what specific things we're looking for. To help answer that question, we've created a blog post with reporting tips and our current wish list of data points. As you go through your photos, we'd be grateful if you'd add reports. We appreciate all the ways that this community helps to advance aurora science. The folks at Aurorasaurus also welcome raw photos from DSLR cameras, back of camera photos, and smartphone photos as well. Wow! And to continue quoting their webpage, it all helps to contribute to our understanding of what was visible where you were. It is also a tremendous help to note in the additional comment section whether you could see the aurora with your eyes, a camera, or both. We appreciate all your efforts, end quote. So a hearty cheers to a spaced out advent calendar.